Hello, everybody. It's
What's
Wednesday
up,
night.
people?
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody here yet.
Nobody here.
I didn't. Well, it was kind of like we mentioned it last week and never really made anything about it. And then today's video was that Claw Zone video.
Yeah.
There was nothing about going live in the video at all.
No.
So it was like, and then I posted and everything. So I'm like, all right, what's up, King Room? So we'll see. It'll be fun. So what's up, King Room? You're the first one in here. Brad, what's up?
What's up, Brad?
So we figured we just hang out tonight for a little bit and catch up and talk about toys. We can talk about tariffs. We can talk about, hey, what's up? What's up, Alex? Even though you don't do super amounts of Funkos, you still see this.
Here and there. Like I bought the Dexter one that dropped. It's probably about the last one. I did pick up a couple WonderCon ones. I picked up the a Daemon Targaryen and the She-Ra one I picked up.
What's up, Thomas? I got the Voltron sketch one.
Yeah.
And then I picked up the flocked lamb chop pop from Funko Shop.
The flocked lamb chop? Is that like is it a sheep?
No, lamb chop. You remember Lamb Chop?
Where's it from?
Show with the puppet that was a sheep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
So they have a flocked one?
Yeah, they came out with a regular one and a flocked one, and I had to get the flocked one because it was the kind of nostalgic. And then Carrie saw today the flower ones.
So
they're like, have you seen these yet? They're let me see. Let me pull them up. They're they're like flower friends, I think is what they're called. I was showing Carrie them earlier. They're funny because Carrie likes the Lego plants. Here they are. Let me share this. Share screen. Share. All right. Yeah, Flora. So it's like little pop plants.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Carrie was like, "Oh, they're really cute," and she liked them. So, what's up, Elaine? How you doing?
Where are they from?
Nothing.
Are they supposed to be like the Legos?
No, they're just supposed to cash in on the fact that people like cute plants. And then it's not a coincidence that Lego just announced the Lego Plant Friends. Have you seen those?
I mean, I've seen them, yeah.
So, and then they're just pops that are little plants. So I guess you could take them out of the house and display them.
Sounds amazing.
So I don't know. I showed Carrie earlier. I don't know much about. I'm not too excited about those, but she is.
Now I did see that they I think they posted it today actually. They I guess they have what do they call it? The license now or whatever with WNBA.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That was funny. I just talk about that. I was just watching. What's up, Christina? What's up, Deanna? I was just watching, and I know this is so off topic, but so a lot of you would remember LA Gear, right?
Oh God, dude! Oh my Lord, yeah.
So
if you didn't wear LA Gear and like starters, I mean, LA Gear came after that, I think, though.
Oh, dude, but you remember? So I didn't know because I guess I was just young then. But you had LA Gear, and they had a bunch of problems. One of the problems was one of the basketball players they sponsored, the shoes fell apart while he was playing a game. And the thing I didn't know,
I remember that
they got shut down because they copied everybody.
Oh, okay.
They got sued so much that they ran out of money, and then they tried that last-ditch effort with Michael Jackson to do a shoe with him, and that backfired, and they went out of business. Well, they didn't really go out of business because you know who they became?
Who?
Skechers.
What is it?
Skechers.
Oh, really?
And Skechers gets about 32 lawsuits a year from different shoe companies because all they do is copy other people's shoes. like every shoe that Nike makes, they legitimately almost one for one copy it, and Nike's had hundreds of lawsuits against them. I never heard about any of this.
So the player that wore them, this was I think, was this in college? No, wait a
Yeah,
moment.
it was college.
I think it was a college player from Marquette. I was trying to find like who it was. LA Gear. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That's right. Karl Malone used to wear those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got closed down pretty much because they ran out of money from fighting lawsuits because they stole Nike's air technology.
Yeah.
And they still do it to this day.
Dude, late 80s and early 90s, man. The shoe battles were amazing.
Look, I'm going to wait. I found this because this explains it. All right, let's see. Where is this at? Okay. So this is the most hilarious Skechers ripoffs, right?
Yep.
Okay, so here's On Clouds and here's the Nike, right? Here's Skechers version of those shoes. These are, I mean, this is what, here's these Nike Airs. These, they call these the dad shoes. But here's the Skechers. And here, you know, they compare the On Clouds. And then here's Merrell's boots. And then these boots, John Deere ones, just copy. It's just hilarious, but this is what they do. And some of them, like they said this one, since Hey Dudes is a trend, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's jumping on board, so they don't get flack for that. Or for like these. Because I know a little too much about shoes, so I know about these. These were like military shoes in Germany back in the war. And they're a very popular shoe, apparently. But
dude, I never realized how close they are.
No, that's what I'm saying. Until you see it, right?
Yeah.
These were the Snoop Dogg ones, but they copied and they got sued because of the air bubble technology. But see, they just copy the shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, they make them just a little bit different enough just to and get away with it.
So what happens is Nike doesn't sue them, or Reebok, the other companies don't sue them because of the way they look. They sue them because of the utility patents on the technology for the way they work. And then most of the time they lose because they can't, they're like, well, that's not your technology. Stop it. But their best is that Stan Smith Adidas shoe. You know, the white classic looking one.
I don't know. I would have to see it. Oh, you mean like this is the most classic?
Yeah. They ripped that off too. It's pretty funny. Yeah, no, when you said about the WNBA, and then Brad started, they're in the new, I just watched a trailer for that new Shaq show on Netflix.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, it's because he just bought Reebok out of bankruptcy and he's trying to restart it. So there was a bunch of WNBA girls. I wouldn't tell you I'd know any of their names. What's up, Mikey? How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm just I've never really watched WNBA, but when Caitlin Clark got drafted, I mean, I followed her a lot in her last 2 years of college because I mean I just knew she was a good player, and dude, I mean I've actually looked to see because we go on like a 3-week trip in July, I already looked to see is there any matching cities we'll be in on a date where they will be playing. And it sucks because I did see Vegas is playing them, but when we were in Vegas, it of course is at Indiana. So it kind of, so I was like, crap. I would have definitely went to a game. So yeah.
They'll probably make a Caitlin one. Well,
I'm sure they will. I mean,
I've seen a lot of oh, you got to meet Terry in person? Heck yeah.
Yeah, but what is that? Gosh, it's been about 6 weeks at Cleveland Comic Expo.
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw her down there, and then we hooked up for dinner, some drinks. She got to meet the puppy, got to meet my wife. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, the Caitlin Pops would be cool. What's up, Essie Mom? How you doing? I don't know. There hasn't been. a super amount lately that I've wanted, you know.
As far as Funko?
Yeah, I ordered some of those. They had those Peanuts Funko Soda 6-packs on clearance, and they were like $50 each at one point, and then they dropped down to $30 each. So I bought like two of them at 50 because I didn't see they were going to get that cheap. And then I ordered two at 30 because Carrie really likes the Peanuts ones.
Yeah.
But you know, that's the debate we were having when I was talking right before this with you about the new Funko pricing.
Yeah, for the limited edition ones.
Well, it's like,
I mean, I'm glad they're bringing that back, but then now they're almost like the scalpers at this point. They're scalping their own stuff. It's kind of crazy. Because the one is like $160 or something.
Yeah, I was looking because the one I had seen that Carrie really wanted was the strawberry shortcake, and I'm gonna buy it. It's $50. I'm gonna buy it, right?
Yeah.
Strawberry shortcake, but it's just that I don't know. It's kind of like saying that this one is rare immediately, even though it's limited. Yeah. Because like, limited numbers don't mean that they're going to necessarily be worth money.
And that's why I think it's pretty awful what they're doing because I mean I have ones that are 1,000 pieces and dude, I mean nowadays you can't even sell any of these things anyways. But like I mean it's probably $40 where I don't know. Yeah, even NFTs I've kind of like I haven't really. I think the last NFT one I messed around with was I think it was Alien, and I actually ended up just selling them before I had I think I sold the coins just because I'm like I don't really want them. So
I get them. I get a lot of them. I don't get every one of them, but some of them I'll get like just one of the royalty or one of the pops just because I really want it.
Yeah.
Some of them, when they do them, I'm like all in on it, like the April Fool's Day ones. But then I always buy enough to sell, like those Rick and Morty Beths. I did a video where I opened my Rick and Morty ones. I have like 20 of those.
Yeah.
At one point, they went down to like $6 each, I believe.
Oh my gosh.
I was just like, I just bought like 20 of them. And then there's a few others like that.
Are you doing this arcade thing?
Well, I'm not doing the mini game, but I did the main game. Yes.
So can you see where you're ranked right now?
Yeah. Here.
You can.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
So you just have to trade in one card to just get a little icon or whatever that they're going to give you for your drop account or something. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you at least participate in the situation, right? Okay. They're going to give you a little participation tag that you can get.
No, okay. So just okay. Yeah, I started looking at it. I had like 33,000, and I mean we're talking now like it's got to be close to 2 months ago. I started looking and I'm like, well, there's no way because like I was just sitting around like I was in like what is it the top? Is it the top 200 or something? Top what is it? The top what? Is it? I think it's 200. Isn't it?
300 and well, you got to be at least in the top 333.
333. Okay, so I think my 33,000 at the time would have put me like in like 290th. But then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, people are just gonna wait till like the very last second and just boom and blow it up. Right. Try to jump people, and that's why I kept thinking. I'm like, I don't buy them enough to get more points. So I just started, dude. I had like 2,000, at least 2,000 cards. Dude, it must have took me like 3 weeks to list them. I couldn't even take it. Like it was just, and I don't know how many. I don't know what I have left, but I've sold like over 20,000 points.
Well, I currently have 100,036 left, and then I'm in 222nd, and I cashed in 51,000 so far.
So you have 50. So you have 51,000, and you have 100,000 behind still.
136.
So you'll. Oh, okay. So are you just kind of waiting then too?
Yeah. Like I'm not putting in more than I have to on this because there's going to be 3 rounds, and I'm not buying NFTs to burn. The only difference is that with the NFTs, like you see, I have legitimately been doing it since the very beginning of the thing.
Yeah.
Heavily. So, you go to any of these, I have them.
Yeah.
So I have so many cards by default that I can't do anything with anyway. That I'm fine with trade. I'm fine with trading all of those cards in.
Well, and then I saw too, like I think they posted something today, like where what is it, like the 14th or something? You get extra if you buy, like you get. What did they say? What did that say today on Discord? It says something like if you buy points, you get bonuses on a certain day or something. I read part of it and I just but that was like, oh, maybe people are gonna go buy commons then, because that's what I mean. That's at this point, that's what I have left. But then I know it drops at something.
I have to look and see. I mean, like I did this April Fool's set, and I ended up with like a Grail, 6 legendaries, and 4 royalty sets.
Wow.
Team Titans, I did this. Like Avatar, I just did the royalty. Toy Story, honestly, I don't care. I bought an Ultra because the dog's pretty cool, and it was at the time I bought it, Scud was only like $12. Of course, I used some of my points to get some of this, but I never got the Grail.
So you can use points to get the cards?
Well, with these Valentine's Day ones right here,
yeah,
the only way initially you could get the packs was by using your points from Funko. So your points you get for purchasing from Funko.com in your account, and you can cash them in. That's how you buy these. That's how you buy these packs. So they were.
Oh, that's the April Fool. Okay, yeah. Or no,
that's Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did buy a few packs on the market and then cashed in, so at least I could get the royalty and legendary. And then like Adventure Time, I don't care. Festival of Fun, I had a bunch of those. I think only Sunny I cashed in a Mac. And that was it. And I think.
Oh, so here's what it says. So this might actually interest you. And I think they're doing this because they don't want people to hold on to their points. It says, so first off, let me ask you this. When does it end? It's coming up, right?
Like 2 months.
Oh, the first one's you still have like 2 months. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's months involved with this. I think each one is like 90 days. Let's see.
Okay. Because it says, hey, arcade players, starting now until May 14th.
What's up,
for every item from a 2022 drop, a player converts to points, they will receive 1 entry into this competition. At the end of the contest, we will randomly draw 5 users to receive a digital pack. So I don't know what digital pack it would be, but the contest ends on May 14th at 11 a.m. Pacific. And then the winners will be announced May 15th.
Well, it looks like season 1 closes on June 17th.
June, okay. Okay, so June 17th. So we got about a month or so.
Yeah. So I'm kind of just hanging in there and waiting because I want to try to get one of each because I like them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have as many Freddies as I used to because I sold a bunch of them and kept just the ones I like. And I'm trying to think about some other stuff to sell that I was going to sell, but it's like some of it I like more than the amount of money I can get for it right now.
Yeah. It's hard to sell right now. Like I've kind of just stopped altogether.
I mean, it depends. I do well. Like I buy collections off Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And get a good deal where if like I can average getting the pops for like $2 or $3 a pop, then I can usually make some money in the flea market. We're not talking like big money,
Mm-hmm.
We're talking I spend $300 and I make $600 or $700,
which isn't bad. Still doubling it. Yeah.
Right. It's not bad, but yeah, it's a lot more. And then as long as you can get them for cheap, then you can sell them and they're still cheaper than what you should get for them, but you're still making money. Like if I get a $100 pop Gold Rick from AMC Supply Drop from The Walking Dead, I haven't brought myself to sell any of these yet.
Yeah.
If you look on eBay, he's going for like $45 to $50, even though PPG has him at $100.
Yeah.
So like I paid $18 for him. So as long as I sell him for at least 35, $40, I make money no matter what. But
Yeah.
the problem is that I'm keeping him because I'm like, I like him more than $35.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I picked up that Dexter. I mean, I'm thinking at some point I'll probably, meet him to get an autograph. That's kind of why I did it.
Yeah.
And I think it's sold out. I'm not sure, but yeah, I mean, beside that, I got the royalty for the Turtles 2 set, and basically, if it doesn't get autographed, then I don't really buy it though. Usually at this point,
It's fair enough.
yeah. Well, like I said, I did get the Damon, I got the She-Ra because those are two of my bigger collections, is Masters and actually it's funny though, the She-Ra actually says She-Ra on the box. It doesn't say Master.
I just super like, oh, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm live. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi.
Hi. Well, I super lucked out actually. I forgot to take the marketplace ad down for the computer. This Chinese dude.
Well, I'm live right now.
Oh, well, I'm just telling you real quick. He messaged me about the computer. And I was like, oh, like, unfortunately, like, I can't get it to work and I can't make it for Apple support. And he was like, oh, well, like, I'll give you money for it and I'll take it to Apple support. Like, it's a good computer. And I was like, okay, like, I'll give it to you for like $180 for it. And he looked up the computer and then I just brought it to him and he was like, yeah, here. And then he was like, here, I'll give you the full 200. So he just gave me the full 200. He gave me 210 for it.
Yeah, good.
He's going to go get it fixed himself. He's like, I can probably fix it. And I was like,
congratulations.
Okay. I got excited. I had to tell you. I forgot you were alive.
Hi, I love you, sweetie.
Okay, look, bye.
I told her I was live, and she just over that fact to tell. Well, the story is she has a Mac desktop I got her. This was back in college, and Macs hold value. And it was the 27-inch Pro, so it's still worth a couple $100. So I told her, she's like, can I sell it? And I was like, yeah, just put it on Marketplace like you do your other stuff and just sell it off. And I guess she sold it, but then somebody came over to look at it and it was just in a reboot loop. We tried to give her tech support, and then Apple's like, you can bring it in and we'll help you. So I guess she finally sold it.
Oh, so, okay, well, that's good then.
So, Mr. Crispers, what's up? Glad you were able to join us. He was working. He didn't expect me to be live since I don't go live all the time because I work all the time now.
Yep.
Deanna asked how the flea market was doing. It's doing well. I don't shoot many videos because it's not that exciting. It's like I go to the booth and I add 60 pops and I go home. And sometimes I visit with Mikey and Erica come and see me. But I have to add some pops. I didn't buy a couple collections, so I'm kind of low on pops because me and Brad did the Louisville Con. So I saved a lot of pops back for that. And then I need to put those at the flea market. And then I didn't buy a couple collections because honestly, if I can't get them for the right price, and dude, $20, $30 on some of these is a big difference. When you're buying a collection that has 30 pops in it and you're haggling over $20, I mean, that's almost $1 a pop.
Yeah.
Or $30. $1 a pop makes a difference when you're talking the margins of pops nowadays,
Yep. Yep. No, you're absolutely right with that.
And I have some of them that, like, I blame Mikey for going to all the stores and buying stuff because those Funko mini moments,
like the mini pops that are going in the moments. You mean?
Yeah, like the Seinfeld ones and the WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
I have all of them. Every single one. I have there's 12 Seinfeld ones over there. They're all the chases and all the commons. The WandaVision ones, I have all of them over there because of Mikey. Because he'd go to Target and he'd be like, the new one came out, and at the time I think they were $6, $7. So now I just have all those. I have some. I think I'm probably going to be stuck with all these little bitty pop things. I love my bitty pop stuff.
Yeah.
Those little arcade machines. And these guys are pretty cool. The Thrill Joy.
Yeah, you got the big one.
Yeah, I've got. This is the hands are magnetic.
Yeah.
I've got the Beavis and Butthead one. I haven't opened it yet. This glows though.
Yeah, I got 3 of them. The what is it? They're called the picks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually bought a bunch of them from New York Comic Con, dude. I mean, it was ridiculous too because they're first of all they come in huge boxes. And
Yeah.
trying to carry these things back to the hotel. Oh my gosh, it was ridiculous. And of course, I didn't pull any of the chases or anything, so I sold everything and I kept the 3 I have over there. I have the blue, got Skeletor, and Harry.
I've got Blue, Duck Dodgers, and Leonardo.
Yeah.
I bought those 3, but I refuse to buy any more. They're just too big.
Yeah, I that's right. That's exactly right. Because I mean, I was gonna buy the Hermione one, but I'm like, you know what? Why? I mean, they stacked 3 nicely, and I'm good.
Yeah, I can't.
They're too big.
Some of them hook me, not all of them. Like, I'm not gonna buy the Ninja Turtles one because I know what they're gonna do. They're just gonna come out with every
character,
and I don't need to spend $600 that way. But the Scooby Doo one got me, and then the Beavis and Butthead one got me.
Yeah, I feel the same way about the Skeletor, and then just because I was there, I was like, well, let me pick up Harry too, and and then I picked up Blue, thinking because I saw Brian was there, and I was really trying to like get his autograph on it, and it just never worked out because I was supposed to come back because I asked to try to interview him about it. And I just never went back because first of all, the place was nuts. And
sure.
I had already taken Blue back to the hotel. And again, the box, and you bought them. They're huge. And it's like, I wasn't about to walk around with that. If it was in the moment, I would have done it, had him autograph it. But I might take it with me if I get tickets to, because he's got a Thrill Joy. He's doing like a
beach party thing.
Well, it's like a Thrill Joy. Think of it as Thrill Joy Fun Days, basically.
Yeah.
At San Diego Comic Con. So if I get tickets for that, I will probably bring it with me and then have him autograph that.
Well, I think the picks are probably going to end up going by the wayside eventually, and I think they'll focus on those little pixels and like the mega picks maybe.
So aren't the ones basically a Funko Pop?
Which ones?
Well, or are they really small?
The pixels are more like mystery minis.
Oh, so they're not as big as a Funko. Okay.
No, they're more like the size of like a little bit bigger than a mystery mini.
Yeah, so like probably 2 inches or something.
Yeah. So they're expensive, but I'd probably go for the turtle ones because I like the turtle ones.
Yeah.
And I do like the mega picks, and I'll buy them if I like them. But I don't know those. I think they changed the name of them too. They're panoramics or something now. The square ones. I don't know. They're just too big. They're really cool. Like I like the way they're displayed, but I mean it takes up the space of like 30 Funko Pops for 3 boxes.
You're right. I mean, because I measured them. Are you talking about? They're talking about the big panoramic one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are huge, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3 of them, and they take up like the boxes are like the whole shelf right there.
Yeah, even the regular picks, those are just a little bit bigger than 2.5 or 2 Funko Pops, but to back, and it's like it's cool because they do stack nicely, but then like you gotta find somewhere you could stack them high, and you can't really stack. I mean, I can stack them on my carpet, but like 3 high, anything higher than that, I get worried they're just gonna tumble. On a floor, you could probably stack them pretty high, but
I was thinking of putting some here, right behind, but when I adjusted things, the size is weird, right?
You probably couldn't even fit 2 next to each other.
No, and you couldn't stack too many that high, and then plus the glare off of them, so I just gave up.
Yeah, I don't think you could get. There's no way you could stack them. Like you can't fit 4 there. I don't think so.
What's PAX East, King Room?
PAX East in Boston.
Yeah, King Room said he was going to PAX East in Boston. I'm not familiar with it, so can elaborate on it and let us know. Yeah, and I guess I skipped over the yeah, Deanna, the flea market is doing good. I'm making money each month. Not a ton, but $300 or $400, which then goes into videos and buying more inventory for the flea market. Video game convention, heck yeah. That'll be pretty fun. I bet you'll find some good stuff. Is there anything particular you're looking for, or are you just going to go to the show? I don't know too much about video games. My buddy Chris is big into video games. He's got a whole basement set up like different eras. So he's got like an 80s era entertainment system with the TV and all the video games. And he's big into 3D printing. He printed me this Taco Bell sauce packet holder. Dean Cain will be the mean Dean Cain.
Yeah,
Hey,
Dean Cain was supposed to be up here and he canceled like literally like the day before. It was horrible. That was one of the main reasons why Christina came up. And he ended up canceling.
To see Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, that'll be cool. I mean, if you go to Superman Celebration in Metropolis, Brad's a big Superman fan. I don't know if I'd go just to a Superman celebration. Any new Legos you pick up lately, or Ryan?
Not really, dude. I mean, I still have. I got 2 from last year from May the 4th.
Yeah.
I still got the Black Millennium Falcon from that Lego show, and I still got my Interceptor, TIE Interceptor. There's been so crazy. I still have this, which I think I started building in the last bricks. The last one we did, and I haven't even touched it since.
Yeah,
like it's just been so crazy. Just with all I mean, I went from Skeleton Crew, had a little break. Now I'm doing Last of Us and Andor, and it's just hours upon hours, making the videos for this stuff.
I tried, it's like honestly, I tried Andor, just not my thing,
dude. I don't like it at all, but yesterday's episodes were pretty damn good, and finally, like it felt like Star Wars, because that's my biggest issue with it. Is I feel like it's a good show, it's just not a good Star Wars show in my opinion. When I think of Star Wars, I think of the Force, I think of lightsabers, I think of I don't want to say cheesy dialogue, but there's definitely some lightheartedness in it, but there's also dark in it. Andor is just all like doom and gloom. And I understand because it's the time period that they're in, it's as the Empire is rising and they're creating the Death Star. So I get all that. But like, did you watch Rebel Moon by chance on Netflix?
Yeah, I did watch a little bit of Rebel Moon.
Like Rebel Moon to me, I found extremely boring. And that's what Andor seems like to me. It's just a lot of talk with the one little quick little action scene and then more talking for like an hour. And it's just, yeah. But like I said, yesterday's, especially the last 2 episodes, I thought were really, really good. Really good. Like you could literally go into yesterday's episode, I think it was 8 and 9, and not have watched any of it. And I think you would like it. I really do. That's how good those 2 episodes were. Now you may not have characters except for Andor, but I really need to know.
I tried. It's like this for a long time. I really don't watch TV, and I didn't really watch any shows. I don't really watch TV, right? There's a few comedies I watch, but I don't really watch TV. So then I guess I do, but I mean, just not the shows everybody's watching. So since I've been working from home for the past 3 months because of this office remodel thing, I don't have to commute. I can stay up later. My day's a lot easier. So I've what do I want to catch up on? So the very first thing that I wanted to catch up on was Gold Rush from Discovery Channel, that reality show, because I hadn't watched it in 3 years. And then after that, I was like, everybody says how good Cobra Kai is. I've never watched Cobra Kai. So I watched all of it. Fantastic. Loved it.
It's the best.
Loved it. Yeah. Loved it. And then I'm like, this is over. What am I going to watch now?
I know, dude. Dude, Cobra Kai was awesome.
And then I went through and I binged The Righteous Gemstones.
Did you finish it too?
Yes. Did you?
We have the last 2 episodes we have to watch.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
we haven't. Because it comes on Sundays, and
Yeah.
I'm doing Last of Us, which is, I don't know if you watched that, but I think it's great.
Yeah.
You know, I know some people who played the video game are a little open arms about some of the decisions that were made, but I played the first game. I never played the second one because I didn't want to know the spoilers. But I think it's a great show. I think it looks great.
That's the one on my list.
Great. Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, Righteous Gemstones, man, that's a hell of a show, ain't it?
I love it. I love it. I love it. And then what was the other one when I finished that I watched that people recommended on Netflix? The 4 Seasons.
We have not watched that.
It's based on a movie from the 80s. It has Steve Carell and Tina Fey. And
the new version does?
Yeah, it's a show. They changed a lot of things from the movie, right?
Is it a regular series or is it like a limited series? Like there's like
okay, the way they manipulated the original movie was like who was it? Brad, who was in the original? Oh, it was Alan Alda. And what's her? Why am I drawing a blank on the comedian? Mama's Family. Carol. Wow. Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett and Alan Alda. And has some parts in the new series because he's the one who wrote the original movie. And it's about a bunch of friends who go on vacation and a bunch of stuff that happens. And the way that it's covered is based on the seasons, right? So we jump around through all the seasons. So if something started happening in winter, then we're skipping to spring. And then now that's kind of resolved and we find a little bit about it. I will tell you this. I thought it was going to be like a lighthearted, goofy show at first, which it kind of was. Mm-hmm. And then it just took a turn. And then people are getting killed and divorcing. It's like the most drama ever. It's a decent little show though.
But it's like it's more like a limited series. It's not like several seasons, right?
No, right now it's only 8 episodes. But
did you finished it?
Yes.
Did they leave it open-ended for a second season?
Yes, if there is going to do another season, they have some, without giving anything away, there's quite a few plot points, especially at the very end of the show, that would lead to a perfect second season.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out then. Yeah, it keeps popping up, and we just, Yeah,
it's very, like I think that Danny McBride did a wonderful job with the ending of Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, I heard the ending is really it really pays off really nicely.
Perfect. Exactly what it should be, right? Even though it's this, I mean, Carrie laughs because she's sitting there reading her book, but she makes comments, right? Like I'm sitting there watching Cobra Kai and she swears she didn't watch the show. And I said, I could quiz you and you know more than me. Because we're sitting there watching it and somebody will say something and I'll be sitting there and she'll go, psh, like that. And I'm like, well, you're watching it. And I'll sneak a peek over there and she's not looking at her book. And she was doing that on 4 seasons too.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I don't care. I don't know what's going on. And then she leaves the room and then she comes back and somebody says something. She's like, what happened? And I'm like, well, I would have paused it. You told me not to. So and since then I haven't really found anything. I started, Dead City came back. I like to watch
City. I don't know.
I
don't know. We'll see. If I'm extremely bored, I'll watch it. But I'm not. Walking Dead. I don't know. Just kind of over it. I didn't mind the Rick and Michonne show, but I didn't like the way it ended, and I don't even know if they're bringing it back again. I don't know.
Well, the purpose of the whole thing, right, is eventually a show where everybody's back together in some form.
Yeah, it didn't question. It's like, why did they even break apart like that? I mean, it's almost because of Rick, or whatever his name is in real life, but
money.
Yeah, money will do it.
And the first episode of this season of the Dead City is pretty good. I like it a lot. It kind of comes down to, Jeffrey D. Morgan kind of having to become Negan again,
like regular Negan.
Yeah,
not a funny good guy Negan.
because he has to. But the thing about it is that when I watch those shows, like me and Brad always had fun with it because my favorite character was like the governor, right?
Yeah.
And I loved Negan because it's just how you look at it who's bad. If they would have started The Walking Dead with Negan and his crew forming, becoming that, and then here comes Rick's crew, who would we have thought was good?
Yeah, it depends how they would have. Yeah, it depends how they would have portrayed him. But yeah, I mean, when Negan came into Walking Dead, it's like not that it went downhill, but after like that's kind of like where I when I rewatch Walking Dead, because I really do think that the first because what is Negan, like season 6 or 7 or something? He comes in pretty late, or is it sooner than that? It's like 6.
No, I think it's just time flies. Brad would be the one who would exactly know, but I'm thinking it was like 5
because it was 1, and then season 2 is the farm. Season 3 is when they go to the prison, right? And aren't they at the prison for like a year and a half?
Yeah.
And then that's the whole governor part. Yeah. I think it's like season 5 or 6. And I feel like the first like 5 seasons are so good. Like they're so good. The farm season is really good with with Shane and everything at the end. And
well, did you ever watch
the governor and Merle and all that?
Did you ever watch any of those other shows like Jericho or Jeremiah?
No, but I know what they are.
Well, they all end in the similar way where by a certain point of the show, it's like now they're safe. Now they've built a world. Now we're watching a drama in that world, right? Yeah. It's not we're fighting zombies or we're trying to survive or we're trying to figure out what's going on. We're just living now. And that's when all the shows start to suck. And that's where Walking Dead was going.
Oh, definitely, dude. Like the zombies were like non-existent, and then when they were there, it was just there for something to kill. Like, I agree.
But now with the Daryl and Carol thing, and them coming, and then you have the Rick and Michonne backstory, and then Dead City's more to do with The Walking Dead than any of them, and then you have Maggie and you have Negan, and through the first season, you've learned so much about Negan that your opinion would change of him, even if you didn't like him, right? And then the things he does and doesn't do, and then the reason that they're where they're at now and what they're going to have to do kind of brings in to me a lot more of The Walking Dead and leads more to believe that at some point, because they talk about it a lot. That's the one thing in the Dead City is there's a lot of clips, a lot of references, a lot of stuff. To me, it's more a true, like, this is Walking Dead than the other ones are. The other ones are good stories, but I just like Dead City. Now, Brad liked Fear the Walking Dead, and Brad said he showed up in season 6.
Season 6, yeah.
Season 6. He said
Fear was good, but again, I got kind of bored with it toward the end. Like, I don't know. I mean, how many seasons did that thing go on? Like 5? That was like that's like 7 seasons, isn't it?
Brad would know. I've never watched. I didn't watch any of those.
Like the first 3 or 4 were pretty good.
Yeah, they did.
Whoa! Spoilers.
No, that was before that. He said no. I mean, I don't know. It was. I think like I liked the original Walking Dead, and then after a certain amount of seasons, it was actually for me season 7. I kind of fell out with the show.
Yeah.
Then later on, when they announced season, I believe 11 was the last.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I got some time. I'm going to binge. Right.
Oh, you watched all the catch up.
Yeah, I caught up to it, and then I watched the final season live. Right. Got me back into the characters, and then all the spin-offs seemed pretty interesting because of the characters that were in them. So then I was like, these were my original characters. I never watched Fear, so it never appealed to me.
Yeah, I mean, they brought in Morgan and
yeah.
I don't know. They killed. The problem with that show is that they actually did kill off all the really good players. Like they killed off all the good guys.
Yeah, I tried to watch some of it, but I guess for me it was like one zombie show was enough.
You know.
I didn't have enough shows to watch.
Yeah, I mean that's why I like The Last of Us, because it's first of all, I mean it's good because it's well, Walking Dead's based on the comics, but it's based on the game, and it at least the like they call them the infected, and at least these guys, and they're not exactly zombies. There's a whole thing. It's like it's through like fungus basically that this happens to people, and but at least that they're still the threat. They're the main threat, but now we're starting to introduce other threats. And as long as they keep the infected is still a big, large threat and the overall arching threat, like that's the way it should be. Kind of like did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like Game of Thrones. I mean, the White Walkers were never in every episode, but you knew they were always there. Now, season 8 screwed everything up, in my opinion. I mean, at least you knew that the Night King and and all those guys there was like the overwhelm, dude. They
just well, for me, I'm gonna say, for me, in my opinion, they just did it all too quickly. Like, give it another season to lay it out, right?
Yeah.
They just did. It was like you've just watched this epic masterpiece for all these years, and then in 48 minutes, poof, it's gone, right? And you're like, yeah. No, Carrie watched Game of Thrones with me, and Carrie watches House of the Dragon, and like Vikings. She likes shows like that. Oh no, we watch House of Dragon and all those shows.
Yeah,
I like westerns.
Westerns. Did you watch like all those? The one with Kevin Costner, Yellowstone, and all that?
Oh yeah, me and Carrie both watch Yellowstone, and then I watch Tulsa King. She doesn't watch that, but she watches what is it, 1923, and then
there's like a million of them.
Yeah, we watch all of
it though. I'm in the room. I'm usually editing videos, honestly, when she watches this. So I couldn't tell you the characters or anything, but I kind of would pay attention here and there. And it does seem like a really good show. But
yeah, Yellowstone was good. I think one of them is it's like 1863, and then there's like 1923 is the current one that's still on.
Is that the one with Harrison Ford?
Yes. And that's a good one. That's one of the better ones. Like, I almost like that more than Yellowstone.
Oh,
and then
really?
they spin off Yellowstone into another show with Rip, and then they're gonna have the 666 Ranch from that show spun off into another show. I watched, there was a new movie on Netflix, Murders in Yellowstone City. I watched that. That was a pretty good flick.
It was a movie?
Yeah, just a Netflix movie. There's a few famous people in it. The funniest part of it was one of the main dudes in it was the Old Spice guy. And it took me a bit to get over that, but it was pretty funny.
Next movie I want to see is Happy Gilmore 2. I hope they don't ruin it. God, I hope they don't ruin it.
Hold on. Look at this.
Hell yeah, that's sweet.
No, dude. I love Happy Gilmore, man. Oh, I'm so waiting for that movie. That movie is going to be really good, I think. They won't ruin it. There's nothing you can ruin about a movie like that.
So Millie Alcock is going to be in the new Superman movie that's coming out. Yeah, I saw she's playing Supergirl. I didn't know if it was like a standalone or so that it's going to be in the gun one, huh? What do you see that trailer with Crypto?
Yeah, I told Brad he's the star of the movie. There's 30 pops of him already.
I know, right?
There's the one pulling Superman. There's a flocked one, I think. There's like a non-flocked one. I think there's one with him at cape and goggles.
That little clip they showed with the robots, I was like, what's going on right here? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I hope it's good, but we'll see. I mean, Crypto, I got to see it just because Crypto. You know what we need? We need a crossover event. We need Crypto and Dogpool. Oh, and how we could bring what's his face in too from Guardians. What the hell's that dog's name?
Is
it Cosmo?
Yeah,
Cosmo, Dogpool, and Crypto crossover. Here we go.
This Crypto one is. I was looking it up actually to see the Funko Pop. Yeah, let's share this.
Cosmo has got a flock one, I think.
Yeah.
Is that the crypto one? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a big box. No, I can't stand those.
I know.
Dude,
It's like,
this is why I have one Grogu, because I can't stand it. I hate them so much.
yeah, I'm like,
Look ridiculous in them. Oh, I'd hate it.
I don't know why they did it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one won't be, I don't think.
Go back to the one that's on the side. Oh, is it because why is he on the side? Like, I'm trying to figure out why. So
they made
one
leaping, I guess.
Because he's leaping? You would think that would be higher. Or is he that spread out?
I guess so.
I don't know why you need that. Oh, you never watched the Christmas special with the Guardians? It's good.
Brad keeps telling me I have to watch it.
Yeah, they kidnapped Kevin Bacon. Dude, it's hilarious.
Yeah, Brad keeps telling me I have to watch it, and I still haven't watched it. I do need to remember that. I don't know why. It's like I just forgot, I guess.
It's not super long. It's like, I don't know, like 40 minutes or something.
No, I'm gonna watch it. I just keep forgetting about it. It's like I'm sitting there like I don't have anything to watch, and then I just end up watching like episodes of like The Simpsons or something.
Yeah.
Or like King of the Hill, or like I got one of those VC boxes. They're like the internet streaming boxes you buy for like $300, and they got IPTV.
Yeah.
You watch anything. So they have like this one channel that all it is 24 hours a day, different shows. So you can go through and it's like 24-hour a day Seinfeld or 24-hour a day Rick and Morty, like almost anything you could possibly imagine. And so I'll go in there and just put on Rick and Morty.
Nice.
And then I just do something else and just watch that because I can't. I tried to watch Daredevil.
Do you like it?
I don't know. I'm like 4 episodes in and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Dude, I haven't even started it. I heard so many mixed reviews, and I just like I don't want to sit there for 3 episodes and then like I hate it, and then I'm like, well, I gotta finish it, you know what I'm saying? And so I've just been waiting. I don't know.
Okay, I'm 4.5 episodes in, and I paused that 4th episode halfway through like 3 days ago, and I still haven't found myself to go watch it. And I'm like, I really need to just finish it. And Brad's like, and then I texted Brad, and I'm like, when exactly does this get good? Because like maybe I'm over these shows. Maybe I'm so upset at what Disney did to Marvel that I don't like Marvel like I used to anymore. So I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to watch the Thunderbolts. I like that Venom 3 movie was good. I watched that a couple nights ago. That's a solid flick. Yeah, I hear the Daredevil thing, man, but it's just like I'm watching it and I'm like,
no, it's like getting there. Like, did you watch the Penguin?
No, I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do that. See, we liked the Penguin. I thought the Penguin was interesting. It was good. I mean, I think I don't know. I mean, I'll watch Daredevil. I'll have to. So I watched the first, 2 seasons or something, 3 seasons. Watched Jessica Jones. Watched The Punisher. I mean, I've watched all of it, but I don't know.
Jessica Jones was my favorite.
Yeah, I like Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
The second season was a little but the first season and the last season was good.
Yeah, no, I always was a big Christian Ritter fan.
Yeah.
You know,
Breaking Bad, man. It's like
I always told Carrie she was my pass. You know, we always joked about that but Christian Ritter was great because she used to be in a show, The Girl in Apartment.
Oh God, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like years ago. And so and I liked Jessica Jones. I liked Luke Cage. I liked the Iron Fist. I liked the one where they brought them all together. And I liked the Daredevil one. But this Daredevil one, it doesn't to me seem like the other Daredevil one. Like I almost wish they would have just done another Daredevil show altogether.
See, they try to get to what are they trying to do? What are they trying to do that's different? Is it trying to get too serious? I mean, Daredevil was always a little serious, I thought, but I don't know.
It just kind of seems like they're trying really, really hard to make it seem like it's the same thing we were watching years ago, right? I don't know if I'm just not into stuff like that like I want to watch the Thunderbolts and at least try that out. I didn't watch the new Captain America movie. I won't watch it.
I don't care.
No.
Like,
no.
Yeah. I mean, next thing I watch from Marvel will probably end up being whatever Avengers they come out with, because these standalones, I'm kind of sick of them. It's all kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I think that the Thunderbolts, when it comes out on Disney Plus to watch for free.
Yeah, I'll watch. I'll watch that for free.
It has Red Guardian in it. I like him.
Yeah.
So that might be cool to watch. And a couple people told me it wasn't horrible. And a couple of my friends told me that it was it had a feel of the older Marvel movies.
Yeah, that's why I heard the same thing.
And then me and Brad were talking heavily about that new Fantastic Four because that new trailer came out.
Yeah.
And it looks solid. And then the next trailer came out and it doesn't look that solid anymore. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know, like, I don't want to say, I mean, whatever, but it's just like,
it's like I watched most of the Disney stuff, and now I'll never watch the She-Hulk because I heard it was terrible. We watched the first 2 episodes of Loki season 2. I absolutely hated it. I found it extremely boring, and we just didn't watch it. Agatha was average. It was okay.
I watched that.
Yeah, it was better than and I don't know, like Loki season 1 and I guess WandaVision were probably the best 2, and those are the first 2. So,
well, those were like Agatha was a show that you could watch, but you didn't necessarily have to be watching.
Staring at it, right? Yeah.
Right, like you could be, surfing your phone, kind of watching it, and it was a fun little watch. But I don't know. I just think that everything is. It's like so. It got so woke for a while. I'm going to use the word.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't care about races and colors and all that. I just care about who's the best for the role. And it seems like the dude who played the new Captain America was like, I don't really, I think he should be called Captain World and blah, 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 and all this. And it's like, to me, I'm like, well, I'm not seeing your movie then because you don't even like the character you're playing and don't understand what he stands for and what he was created for if you're saying he should be called Captain World, right? Yeah. So why should I respect that and watch that movie when it has nothing to do with anything I enjoy?
Yeah, I agree.
I'll watch the old Captain America movies.
Dude, they're so good too.
They made them so bad.
They made what?
The new movies are so bad.
Yeah, I mean, at their end game, I mean, really, I don't know if maybe Guardians 3, I guess, was pretty good, but
no, that was great. Yeah, no.
Dude, Ant-Man was so bad. It's it's terrible.
I wanted it to be good.
What'd you say?
I wanted it to be good. I wanted it to be good, and then like Morpheus.
I didn't even watch it.
Oh, and I'm going to tell everybody right before we came live, my microphone broke. So I had to order a new microphone. So I am using the microphone that's on my webcam. So if it sounds off or whatever, it's because of that. But when me and Carrie are live next Wednesday, I'll have a microphone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No, it was The Guardians was a great movie. Those movies were good. They didn't fall to the effects of what everything else Disney was doing was, right? Yeah. It wasn't falling to like, we're going to try to cater to the minority, let the majority suffer. And it just was, it's like I'm watching them and I'm like, this is so bad. Like, why is it so bad now? Like, why is everybody a female?
Oh, like Acolyte, dude. Don't even get started on that.
Yeah. Yeah, MODOK. Yeah, that was goofy. They made it so bad.
Wait, MODOK, isn't that like the little brain thing or something? Or the little human? Or what is that?
It's like Krang.
Yeah, Krang, exactly.
It's like Krang, man. He's like Krang.
Krang, yeah.
He looks like, I don't even know I have a Krang.
Yeah, I literally just put my Krang in the basement. I just put it down there yesterday. Shred. There it is.
You got the little keychain up here.
Get the keychain. I do like the Freddy is Krang. That's a good pop. That's
Yeah, I have the Freddy as Krang too. That's what I was looking for. I thought I had him right over here, but apparently I don't. But yeah, I do have him. But no, I did. Carrie and I unboxed a case of the Kid Robot Ninja Turtles keychain things. I got them off eBay. They were pretty cool. Yeah. And then and it came with the little turtles.
I'm pretty sure Krang's got to be one of the most underappreciated villains of all time.
Dude, I'm telling you what, it's sick.
It's so funny, dude. Like me and my brother, like we live Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah.
I sent him a picture the other day of Freddy as Krang, right? And he goes, I have no idea what you're showing me. So then I took a picture of the entire box, not just the figure. And he's like, wait, who's Krang? And I'm like, dude, how are you my brother? Like we used to play with these dudes all the time, man. Oh, I don't know. I was like,
talk about that.
I remember Krang.
I have to get some. I'm going to show you something. Hold on. I got something here.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Krang was even in the old arcade game, like when you used to be able to play 4 people. I'm pretty sure Krang was one of the bad guys in that. With Rocksteady and all those guys.
I won't mention his name, but I haven't opened it yet. I have a subscriber from the very beginning. He's not around on YouTube anymore, but we're still really good friends, right? And he lives in a state where it's legal. And I guess one of the cannabis companies did a promotion with Ninja Turtles. And so he sent me this set of Ninja Turtles that came from the promotion. So they're like,
so
they don't know anything about drugs on them.
So what is this supposed to be? You hanging on what?
Well, that's how it got explained to me. Well, my buddy, right? My buddy, who used to be on YouTube, right? Yeah. He once in a while sends me toys or collectibles or stickers. He still collects stuff, and we're friends. We talk all the time, right? And so he lives in a state where, the marijuana is legal, right? Yeah. So he partakes in that because it's legal. And one of the places he goes to purchase that legal product had a promotion, and one of the giveaways or whatever was
it's one of the giveaways for the Turtles.
Yeah. So they gave away like a whole set of 4, and he knew
buy your marijuana and get your turtles.
And I was like, but they don't say anything about pot on it. But they're really
characters, yeah.
They're really cool though, man. They're articulate, and they come with their weapons.
I was gonna say, where's the weapons at?
Hold on. I mean, I didn't even open them because they just came. And I was like, I'm gonna share this because I put them on the table right out there to bring them in and just forgot about them.
There you go.
They're pretty cool.
A little Leonardo.
They don't have like a maker on them or anything, and they come and just
yeah.
But for being like probably knockoff, they're pretty solid though.
Can you put their weapons inside their shells? They have like little sleeves or no?
No, they're not that. They're screwed together, man.
They're screwed. See giant screws right there.
Yeah.
It looks like he's looking at you backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're not. We're giving them too much credit. Their arms, like they can't. This is the farthest you can really move their arms.
Yeah.
So the knives kind of can come out of their face.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, I thought they were hilarious. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Well, yeah, next week, guys, Terry and I will be back live at 8. We'll be doing some giveaways. I got some new stickers.
Here, I'm gonna show you this before we get out of here.
Well, no, dude, show it off here. Let me full screen you.
Yeah, I gotta fix my settings so you guys actually can hear this. I was telling Adam before we went live that I picked up one of these. It's from Star Wars Theory. He's a big YouTuber, and he created his own saber company. And I literally made like a 50-minute video on this. And the first time I recorded it, my mic, I had noise cancellation off, so I did the whole video. And none of it recorded because I had noise cancellation, so you couldn't hear anything. I had to redo the entire thing. So anyways, yeah, so this is kind of cool because, so usually when you get a lightsaber, it comes with one color. Some do a multi-change, and you just, you kind of cycle through the colors. So what he did is he hired a company, and they kind of came up with these different fonts. So when you change the color, they give you like a little hint of what it'll be. So like if I hit this.
Just a simple wanderer.
So that is, he says, just a simple wanderer. So it's going to be one of the Sith. So it's pretty cool. And then what I really wanted to show you, though, there's two really good fonts. I just got to get to them.
Now this is pod racing.
You guys can listen to them. Actually, he has music in here, too. And then when you are fighting, when you're fighting with your friends, and you can pretend you're playing Star Wars, you can actually ignite. Oh, I messed up on it. Let me do it again. There you go. And then you can actually ignite and hear the music. And you can still listen to the music. It's kind of cool. But there's one font. There's two fonts in here that are really cool.
He's no good to me dead.
Alright, so this is Boba Fett, or Jango Fett. And if you ever see Attack of the Clones, there's a scene when Jango Fett is chasing Obi-Wan Kenobi. And he throws out these seismic chargers. And it makes this crazy sweet sound. And so you'll see. I'll back up a little bit. So it's just something different. And then what's even cooler, but which I really get a kick of, is, well, actually on this saber, they have exposed kyber crystals. So that's kind of the hilt I bought. So they're spinning, and one's red, one's blue. So it's supposed to be like Anakin's, decision: is he gonna go light or dark? But this Boba Fett one here. So if you know anything about Star Wars, you'll notice what this is. So it's literally like the blasting from Slave 1. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, and then it goes down, same way. That one's really cool, and then Kylo Ren actually is really good. It actually, dude, it looks like it's a lightsaber.
It's just bad these days.
At last we will have revenge.
It's Maul.
Master Yoda.
Yoda.
Darth Sidious.
It's just sitting here on my shoulder.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Gosh, old Luke, right? It's kind of cool.
You ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I'm Cal, and this is BD1.
Second sister.
Ahsoka Tano.
Balin's skull. The dark saber.
Dark Saber. Dark Saber's cool. If you watch Mandalorian, alright, so here's Kylo. So I'll try to see if I can get this looking like it did in the video. I might turn these lights off. I might be able to see it better. But literally, to me, it looks like it's actually glowing. Let's try a better view. It's just the way that the font or whatever, however the system works, it just has it flowing straight up like that. It literally looks like it's, the beam is there or whatever. It's pretty cool. So that's my toy I got.
That thing's sick, dude.
It's fun. It's cool to go out at night after you've had a couple beverages and go knock your neighbor's door, and then you have a lightsaber battle in the sun.
From Brad with the best comment of the night. Oh, did I start echoing? Oh no.
The one that you had up there.
Yeah.
I like how you can touch it and not burn your hand off.
Well, I guess it's time, guys.
Well, thanks for having me, man. That was fun, dude. It's been a while.
Hang out, man. I know you got it. Back to your videos. Have a good night.
Yeah, we'll go watch the. I guess what was it? The Nuggets game tonight.
Yeah,
the Cavs game. Dude, the Cavs game yesterday. Oh, Jesus God, I can't even take it.
Yeah, I texted Brad.
I can't even. That was horrible.
Come back, we'll get it.
Oh yeah, I will do that actually.
Hey, what's up, Pete? Well, guys, have a wonderful night. Let Terry get back to some editing.
There we go.
Peace
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. See you guys. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate it. Again, thanks, Adam, for having me on.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Peace out.